Hi, my name is Michelle, and I guess I should start out by saying telling you a little bit about my history. I am sitting here at the Florida Detox and Wellness Center in Tarpon Springs, Florida, speaking to you out of firsthand experience. In 1984, at the age of about 35, I became aware of a problem that I had. I had become very overwhelmed with life, and I had two small children that I was responsible for raising as a single parent with very minimal assistance from anyone, and certainly not a former husband. And I had established a pretty heavy drinking pattern, which was complemented with daily use of other substances such as marijuana. I did stay sober for about 10 and a half miserable years. I called it white knuckling it for a while. And I found that going to 12-step programs, support groups like AA, did provide some measure of relief, in that I could speak to other people who were feeling the frustration that I was feeling. I did relapse, and it was more progressive. My use of alcohol when I did relapse was very heavy, and also the use of opiates to resolve some pain issues that I had sustained from a car accident. I went to a 28-day treatment center in South Florida, and I really didn't do well at all. It was a very punitive approach. I left there feeling probably worse than I did when I had arrived, although my system, they said, was clean. I went through a terrible detox. Just left there with my head hanging low, very shameful, and had a hard time staying sober after that. My relapses were closer and closer until finally my husband, I had remarried, my husband, I checked myself into the Betty Ford Clinic in Palm Springs, California. I even stayed longer than the 28-day program because I was bound and determined that this was going to work. And I'd like to say that it did, but it didn't. I came back out and fell right back into the old sinkholes. I had become increasingly depressed, disassociating from things that used to be very important to me. My children were going off to college now, and I found myself alone a lot. I had totally become disinterested in things like intimacy with this wonderful man that I married, and I'm still married to. And out of desperation, I sat there one morning looking out into the beautiful Florida sunshine, and I asked God to help me. And I'm not going to preach the Bible to anybody, because I'm a good diehard Catholic, and I can't quote Bible verse, but I can tell you that my faith is strong and was strong and is even stronger now, because the answer came to me when I got online and I looked up Florida Detox, and I was looking up detox centers, and I found out about the Florida Detox and Wellness Center in Palm Springs. In Tarpon Springs, rather, Florida. So I looked it up on a map, and I arrived about 48 hours later, and they agreed to see me. I was admitted to the hospital, and I experienced no withdrawal symptoms from the opiates that I'd been taking and the alcohol, and went back to my home, and am back here today, a month later, totally feeling different. I probably feel better than I have in my whole life, and I'm saying that honestly because I have a renewed interest in life. I feel so much better. I feel a lot younger, and I sometimes find myself just sitting there grinning. I did that the other day, and I said, you know, I said to my husband, I said, I can't believe that I've got my joie de vivre back, my joy of life, my happy spot. And I'm very hopeful. The cravings that I've always seemed to have for something to help me escape reality, I no longer have. I don't have the cravings. I have found joy and satisfaction in my day-to-day life. There have been some issues that Dr. Sponaugle has been able to diagnose, Lyme disease being one of them. And I'm finding that doctors are very reluctant to tune in to new thoughts and new ideas. And I think the best way for me to put it is that this was an answered prayer, that the information, that the science has been out there. Dr. Sponaugle has been able to connect the dots. He connected the dots for me, and I'm just so grateful to him for this. Anyway, I would encourage anybody who's going through this to call them, and if you need to talk to me personally, there's no hype here. I'll be happy to speak with anybody and tell you what I had gone through and share my strength, hope, and experience. I found something here that I couldn't find sitting in a room of recovering alcoholics, because I didn't find that they really were making the progress that I've been able to make here. And they've given me some hope, and they've given me some suggestions for how I can manage my health and well-being and also stay clean and sober one day at a time. So thank you.